Hello everyone, and this is SeReNiiTYzZ here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. And this time today guys, we have Sunny and SeReNiiTYzZ Duos, episode 12. So I'm very excited to get into this one because the 12th episode of Sunny and SeReNiiTYzZ Duos, here it is. But really enjoyed playing all the time with my best friend Sun100, and it's been really a real pleasure playing with him on the game. He's become really good at the game, and also we've been collectively improving together, and this was another nice win that we had playing with each other again today here, folks. So this was just before I went away. I'm back now, so I'm going to start posting some more content again. I had a week out of uploading, but I'm back now to play and upload, so I'm looking forward to doing so. And starting today with episode 12 of Sunny and SeReNiiTYzZ Duos. And not sure why I'm arranging my inventory in the pre-game mashup there, but whatever. So this one today, guys, we're going to the factory. So usually Sunny and I will either go there or Lonely Lodge, and sometimes other places, but mostly them. And today we decided to go there, so where we've marked on the map, and really looking forward to getting this one. As you can see guys, I was rocking the Moisty Merman skin, which is a really outrageous skin. I'm really happy to add it to my family, but as you can see just rocking the spray paint, and it's a pretty good gameplay, this one actually. I think both Sun and I actually had 6 kills apiece, so we had 12 kills collectively, and both of us getting 6, so literally getting the better of 3 different Sun and I both killed the equivalent of 3 teams, so he killed 3 teams, technically 6 kills, and I got the better of what would be 3 teams in this game as well. So pretty stacked of action, and we're going to start off with some action right here. As you can see, I get the blue pump nice and early, which I'm really happy about. And whenever I'm looking to win my area in Fortnite, it's more a strategic thing now, but I'll tend to, if I think I can get the kill on a player, I will tend to rush them first before going for extra loot. And at this moment here, some nice pump shots to make him scared whilst he had his pickaxe out, searching for a weapon. I hear him run through the corridor here, so I just equip a mini just in case he had found a weapon. I wasn't sure if he was going to come in on me there, but he decides to keep running because he still hasn't found a weapon. And quite a smart play from him here. He runs to his teammate, the Zoe, who tries to also get the better of me, and I just call out to Sun that the Zoe's pushing. So at this moment here, Sun looks out into the street and finishes off Zoe, so really good awareness from Sun. Brilliant timing to react to my call out. I maybe could have taken Zoe, but I chose not to because Zoe hit quite a nice shot on me whilst I was chasing down Zoe's partner. So really good play from Sun and myself. It's good if you can take out the enemy early. I find in Fortnite Battle Royale definitely advantageous if you can take out your competition early in this game, I think, because you can always loot after. So I think Sun and I did that really nicely. Really, nice discipline from both of us to, sort of execute that, and not worry too much about the fact of there being other people here. And we're very good at this place. I don't mean to blow our own trumpet, but we have a really good extensive knowledge of after coming here many a time of what is around here, and what we can get and how we're going to play it. So we are sort of I don't want to sort of big us up here, but we are pretty experts at this place, so wherever this place is called. But at this moment here guys, just looking to get material and move on really. Could do with some help, hopefully we'll find out on the road. And Sunny also recently, before I went away, made a thing about the fact that I don't always get as much ammo as he does. So there you go, man, that was me getting an ammo crate. But more often than not, the reason I'm lax is because they always contain light ammo. So there you go. Sun also dropping me a slurp and bandages to get the health situation sorted out. So great teammate there, as you can see. It's fantastic because I'm going to end up with 75 shield and my health back, so I'm pretty happy. And I'm just sorting out my weapons at this moment. Really been enjoying the pump. I played a few games tonight actually, in which one I was trying to get my challenges done because I'm trying to complete all of them for the blockbuster skin that's coming out, and I'm making good progress with that. So I'm looking to sort of do that at the moment, and also got a really nice solo win coming back from my little vacation. So I'm pretty pleased to say that I'm still really enjoying the game, and yeah, just trying a few different things out now, because I think this is I can't see if this is, I think this may have been Combat Pro gameplay actually. I'm not entirely sure if I've made the switch in this game. So we will have to see, but as you can see here, just continuing to appease Sun, just continuing to get those ammo crates, and at this point here I think he has a rocket based weapon, so I give him some rockets, and pretty happy with the loot thus far. This is quite a funny moment in the gameplay, because I think Sun generally in Fortnite got the hang of building before I did, and he was always teasing me that I never edit anything, and if you've seen my my best game on Fortnite today, you can see that editing was just not a thing that I would think of doing. But right there, beat him to the punch with his stairwell there and edited it first, so that was quite a funny moment in the game. He's like, wow, you really can edit. But no, I'm kidding. Sun's quality at building, but it was nice to show him that I can edit pieces as well. I've got the capability, man, don't worry. But yeah, definitely starting to do some really nice plays with editing and building now, and I find being on Builder Pro has really helped me to do that more, and I really like the setting. I can feel a very bright future coming with it as well, so I'm pretty pleased with what I've been doing on Builder Pro, and definitely looking forward to using it more and trying more glamorous things. So very, very exciting stuff, and at this point here, just continuing to loot, guys, continuing to get those ammo crates, got to get those, but and also not to miss any loot along the way. So at this moment here, guys, you can just see, just still continuing to loot, not much really here to see. So Sun has just checked over the house over there, and at the moment I think Tree of Life is worth looking at, because we're not too far off from the zone. Tree of Life is just a tree up on this hill. So I get some materials here just to sort of build, just to sort of compensate for that little stairwell that I'm going to have to build to get up there. And once I do get up there, do get a reasonable amount of wood back from this tree. It's a massive oak tree or whatever. So it's a massive one. So very happy to get that wood back, and unfortunately no chest, but that's the way it is. It doesn't always spawn there with a chest, so it's just the way it is. But at this moment here, Sun starts to get attacked by another team, and it's just at the point where I come around the other side of the hill, so immediately I turn back here to try and help him, because these guys are starting to build up on him. They look like they have a sort of idea on what they're doing. 2 against 1 is a very hard situation for any player, so at this moment here I'm trying to get back to Sun as quickly as I can, also trying to get as many shots as I can, because I'm very, very far away from him, and I think I hit some really nice shots there, and I think some really good building from Sun here to buy as much time as he can. He did really well to stay alive at this point. Yeah, it's definitely Combat Pro building. I've just seen, but really great play for Sun and I to get that team, because it was a hard situation for him. He did very well to build, to take up time. At this moment the storm's also coming in, so it's a bit rushed and we can't get everything that we need. I just grab what I need and go, but definitely I can get Sun healthy again, because I've got some smalls, a big pot, and we have a campfire as well, so not all is lost. So his HP situation, I'll be able to get it back. But really nice plays from myself and Sun combined, because like I said, it was a very difficult situation. Sun did very well to hold on for as long as he could. That's an example of how good he is at building. But really good play, because that enabled me to give the time I need to come back, and there's some really nice shots from range from myself with the blue assault rifle. I think that definitely was lucky for us, because it enabled for Sun to stay alive, so both still in the game, and that's brilliant news. So at this point here, guys, just recuperating around Sunny's campfire, reminiscing about the days. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we do have some memories of this campfire. Some very, very good memories, very, very good times. But yeah, full blue inventory right now. It's nice to have my lights, camera, pickaxe as the blue as well. So blue pump and blue tactical, and I think the blue tactical was one that Sun dropped, so at this point here I'm not sure if he has another shotty, so I know that down the road I decided to drop it for him so that he can have it back. And at this moment here, after that, I have I will have three 3 slots. There you go, that's not too hard to say. After giving him that, so I think Sun decides to give me some medics in exchange. But yeah, really nice play from the two of us. Get to get to that point. Both sitting, I think, at this point at 2 kills apiece because we fought 2 teams. So yes. So we're both at 2 kills. I don't think we saw anyone else. So even Stevens right now, and it's really nice to keep that because it's nice that both partners get equal amount of sort of action and kills and glory, etc. But see what happens here, guys, as we move towards Fatal Fields along this road, isn't it? So we'll see what happens there. At this point here, Sun gives me a med kit to compensate, so I have sort of more purpose behind my inventory now. Decent amount of wood, but not much else. So hopefully we'll get another fight pretty soon, and that wish may well come true as we see here. But at this point here, guys, just around the rock area, one of the partial meteorites that struck Dusty Devo decided to come to Fatal, so you've got some of them here as well. So that's always nice, and I'm always in 2 minds about picking one up. It seemed like there was no one around us at the time, but I'm happy that I didn't go for it straight away because I thought I spotted something in the corner of my screen at this point, and I have spotted something because there is a team in the little mine there. So it was wise that I didn't pick up a rock straight away because that would have made hella noise, and they would have known that I was here. However, the rock material would have enabled me to get away pretty quick and get back to Sun. But at this point, I just call out to Sun that they've seen me, dude, and that it is a team of 2. So as you can see, I narrowly missed getting rocketed there. I was quite amazed at that rocket. It was literally a hairline fraction away from me. So I have no idea how I was able to sort of dodge that one. Some matrix action there. So yeah, definitely Sun is going to need to sort of come to my aid here. This is really defensive building, and actually I'm really happy to upload this gameplay because this is sort of my last days of Combat Pro now. Never going back there again, but but you can see what Combat Pro is like. It's very defensive building. I'm not saying that you can't be a god of Combat Pro. It just makes your life a lot harder when you play in the setting because, as you can see, it gets you into difficult situations. And honestly, if you have Builder Pro capabilities, you gotta make use of them because it's such an easier setting to get right, and it's very much at the moment instant building, which is much more preferable. You can see with Combat Pro, I have to sort of spam pieces in place and hope for something to happen, but yeah, it's sort of interesting to see how I would play that situation on Combat Pro. And the next gameplay I'm going to bring out is the solo win that I got tonight playing since I've come back from my little seclusion, and the difference is quite astounding, really. You'll see from the way that I play it and also the way that I build. So at this moment here, the teammate of the guy that Sun got, this little team that we encountered, his partner decides to literally ditch his teammate and let him bleed out, so Sun gets an extra kill. So now he's on 3, I'm on 2. And at this moment I was hungry for the kill. I had, frog entities, alien entities, he had a taste of blood and he wanted more, but he was like a possessed demon right there. But Sun was like, SeReNiiTYzZ, just leave it, man, just leave it, he's not worth it, let that guy go, So he's not going to come back now. He's just going to make us, go over there for absolutely no reason, So let it go, man. You got to move on. You got to move with the times and just, drop all those rivalries. But but this moment here, yeah, just forget about that guy because he's really not worth it. Like Sun said, chasing him when he's like, he's stuffed anyway. The amount of stuff in the stun knocked out of him anyway. He had like 10 health when he left us, so he's not going anywhere. But this guy's not going anywhere either. As Sun puts the RPGs, and I decide to get my Combat Pro double ramps going. At this moment here, some critical rockets and shots from Sun knocks out the guy's base, and it looks like the guy's a solo, and Sun gets the kill there. Sorry, he's not solo, he's knocked. So at this moment here, I decide to elim him. Sun also was like, just watch for his mate now, because that's gonna. You may have disrupted a hornet's nest. So at this point here, I decide to look around, see if I can see where that guy might have been coming from, if he had a teammate close by, and can't see anything at this point, and just looking for where his teammate might have been. At that moment here as well, Sun decides to loot whatever he had, so good play from him. The only problem here with this situation in the game is just very much low material, and also, you know, you could say as well Combat Pro with all defensive building that you saw me do earlier to get away from those guys, because obviously I can't press buttons instantly. You see I used a lot more materials, so that's another reason for using Builder Pro. You can definitely save on materials by building efficiently and effectively, and not having to, you know, sort of panic build a load of walls, you know, to hopefully get away. That's just completely not required on Builder Pro. So at this moment here, Sun spots a guy, gets some nice shots onto him, and I just finished that one off. So really nice play from the both of us there. And at this point, I think Sun is on 4 and I'm on 3 kills, so really good play. At this point here, I decided to get my double blue pump going, which is really nice, and there's also a jetpack there that might be of interest. Decided not to grab it because not really all about that life. Want to keep the weapons I have. At this moment here, Sun and I are just looking to get comfortable at this moment with the final zone because we're chasing that Royale win. I'm just looking to get some materials here while I have the chance. So, you know, it's nice to get some materials, and as we're doing that again, we come under fire. And I'm not entirely sure where until Sun says they're coming from the west, so I decided to start building. So as you can see, you know, nice structures that I'm looking to intending to build there, but Combat Pro is very slow, and by the time I've done all this, you know, we're playing against Ninja and Myth, I'm dead, you know, because it's really not a lot of, you know, it's a lot of time spent to build that, and it's a structure again that, yeah, I'm going to be a bit critical of this gameplay because it's my last days of Combat Pro, but it's a structure that really isn't going to achieve much apart from protect Sun if he stays there. But you notice how I didn't use it and tried to get around these guys on the flank instead. And again, now because I've built that, no materials, so I have to hope here that I hit the shots, which, you know, straight away I don't really achieve that. So I start to build, good intentions there, but, you know, obviously in Builder Pro that would be quite good. And here start to panic, but, you know, Sun comes to my aid because he's a legendary teammate. But, you know, again, I think Builder Pro would have made that play a lot more efficient. I did a nice, you know, good intentions again to build when in trouble, because obviously in Fortnite that buys you time for your partner to get there. But some really good plays from Sun, and this moment here he's like, bounce not over yet, dude, so, you know, try and help me out. But he's like, oh, never mind, I'm a god, so don't worry about it. But but he did really well there, Sun. Some really critical plays from him, and at this moment I think Sun says, dude, I can get you some smalls. As you can see, the vending does contain them, but I think you need metal to get it, so that's going to be out of the question. So this moment Sun says, don't worry dude, they're in here anyway, just use these ones. And at this moment here, it's like, I think it might be 1 on the preview screen I can see there, so, you know, 1 is better than none. You know, 25 shield, I'll definitely take it. It could be the difference between life and death. And at this point here, as you can see, you know, Sun and I just looking to make peaceful transition into the zone, and some really good plays from Sun. Honestly, he did some jetpack is kind of completely worn out, but some really good plays from Sun. You know, he did some really good plays in that situation. We still come out with a very decent, you know, setting into this final zone. I'm happy with how we're playing the Finn part. It's really nice. At this moment here, Sun finds another mini, so I'm very grateful to him for that. And I say to him at this point, dude, forget that jetpack. It's got no juice. But I don't know if Sun decides to take it or whatnot. But at this point here, guys, you know, it's a little bit better stead. I've got 100 of wood and brick. You know, it's a bit better. Got a small shield now and a fort. You know, I can always throw that down if the base becomes necessary. So that's one thing I was thinking at the time of this video. At this point here, guys, just looking to survey our surroundings. It's the final few circles now. So as you can see, Sun's making a rocket to where we saw some battle. And at this moment here, I thought I heard something in the barn. Even if there was a guy here, I would be very dead by now. Not sure why I decided to mine that little ramp there. If there was a guy there, I would have been dead. So I'm not entirely sure what that play was all about, but, you know, whatever. Maybe I needed the wood, I don't know. But it's a bit of a weird play to do. As you can see, still trying to sort of get some material before a fight becomes necessary. But there's a guy right here at the back of the tree, and some really nice shots to get him with a tactical eventually. It looked a bit risque because obviously I was using a tactical from a bit of range. It's not got as much reach as a pump, so that's why it made it look like I was going to struggle in that fight. So after that, guys, I found a scar and very happy right now to get all we need. And at this moment, I think Sun said to me as well, dude, get the rocket launcher as well and stack some more minis. That will be really nice. And I was like, yeah, good idea, dude. And you know, really nice weaponry now. A scar, blue tactical and rocket. And Sun in this moment is saying, dude, about your health though as well. So like, don't worry, I've got an idea. Get in here and we'll use the campfire quickly. And at this moment here, it's 4 players left, you know, including us. So we thought potentially could be against a team of 2, but we start to hear some shooting going on at the back of the map, and we reason that it might be 2 solos. So Sun and I are at, you know, like you know, such a good advantage point at this moment, because going up against 2 solos, that, you know, obviously they're going to be fighting against each other. And we're a double team, and we have very, very good teamwork when we play duos together, so it's pretty much in the bag at this point, I feel. And at this moment here, one of the solos is trying to get into the zone, and as you can see, his metal base, it's a good idea what he's doing there, but his structure is actually outside the zone, so he can't re-fortify it, so I just destroy that one, and knock him out with a great fall. See you, bud. But yeah, he was eager to get into the zone, I think. Under pressure from the other player, and like I say, just, you know, knock out the relevant piece, and he falls to his death there. So really good play. And now we're against that single solo that's still alive. So at this moment here, you can see start to build and see that this guy starts to shoot my structures. So I just re-fortify. Sun fortifies really well there. At this point we know that he's in the barn, that's where the shots come from, so we just blow out the barn, less places for him to hide, and so he's going to have to prolong things, because obviously he's got 2 bloodthirsty monsters looking out for him. So this phone here just firing the Roquitos in, and I just check in for him, looking around. As you can see, he's on the far left of the barn. So again, I re-fortify. Really bold of him to use the launch pad. I think he was coming over here, but Sun pinned him for a headshot from range, so he decided to back up on that idea. Obviously, we know where he is again. Still keeping the height above him, and Sun and I are staying together. So obviously, you know, we're going to get him. It's just a matter of time. So this moment here, I tried to shoot the barn, but it doesn't really go to plan. And Sun with some really nice plays to get above as well. At this moment, you can see he's starting to come out. Sun hits a rocket, which I think causes some blast damage. He's really weak now, so I push him from overhead. And quite a smart play, this guy. He tries to build a wall to block himself, but he's just ran out of time. SeReNiiTYzZ shotguns him for victory royale, and Sun and I both end on 6 kills. A 12 kill duo win, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Really good game, you know, really fitting our team for Sunny and SeReNiiTYzZ duos game 12. Sort of my last probably full gameplay of Combat Pro that I'm going to commentate, because I might still upload some of my older stuff from Season 3 at some point, but probably this was the last one that I'm going to commentate playing on the setting Combat Pro. But really happy I made the switch, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I really enjoyed it as well. This was SeReNiiTYzZ, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.